Summarize what you've learned about Let's summarize what you've learned about landslides. In many places, Earth's surface is angled. Gravity pulls materials like weathered rocks and soil from a high place to a low place. Gravity is a pulling force that acts on all objects. The downhill movement of loose rock and soil can happen slowly. This might be only 1 or 2 centimeters a year. When a large amount of loose rock and soil moves rapidly, a landslide occurs. Earthquakes, fires, volcanic eruptions, and storms can cause landslides. Building in sloped areas and clearing the land can cause landslides too. Landslides can even occur due to the freezing and thawing of rocks. When water freezes in the cracks of rocks, it can split them apart. The pieces of rock can become loose and quickly slide down a slope. No matter what causes a landslide, gravity plays the main role. A landslide can move millions of kilograms of soil and rock. It can carry trees, homes, and cars with it. A landslide can cause property damage. In California, landslides often occur along the coast and in the mountains. Heavy rains bring lots of water. Often the water does not soak into the ground quickly enough. The ground may not be able to hold any more water. When this happens, water runs on top of the land. It may flow into streams and rivers. The sides of a stream or river may overflow, causing a flood. In cities, water drains may not be able to carry water away fast enough. The drains overflow and the streets become flooded. Homes, cars, and buildings can be damaged by floodwaters. Floods carry mud into homes and streets. When the floodwaters go down, the mud is left behind. Floodwaters erode soil quickly. They may wash away soil that supports bridges and roads, causing them to collapse. Floodwaters can also wash away anything in their path, including trees, animals, and cars. Heavy rains can soak the land on a slope. The land may change into a mudslide, or river of mud and rock. Large amounts of soil and other materials are left behind by a mudslide. This means water from a flood may not be able to drain properly. The damage caused by flooding may be made worse by the materials left behind by the mudslide. Landslides and floods happen in all parts of the United States. There is not much that can be done to prevent a landslide or flood. There are things that you can do to stay safe when they are likely to happen. During heavy rains, listen to local news reports for possible landslide and flood warnings. Be aware of signs of a possible landslide. These include small slides and new cracks in foundations of buildings, and tilting trees and telephone poles. Listen for unusual sounds like cracking trees. If there is a flood watch for your area, be ready to leave right away. If there is a warning for your area, move to higher ground. If caught in a flood, do not walk in moving water. If you must walk, walk where the water is not moving. Landslides change the shape of a hill or mountain rapidly. Floods and mudslides change the land quickly and may cause damage to property. You can protect yourself from landslides, mudslides, and floods by being prepared. How can gravity cause fast changes on land? Gravity can pull loose rocks and soil down a slope, causing a landslide. During heavy rains, gravity can pull mud down a slope, causing a mudslide. Landslides and mudslides change the land quickly. Fill in the blank with the correct word. The flow of water over the banks of a body of water and across land is a blank. How can clearing a slope cause a landslide? A slope needs to be cleared for building. Trees and other plants are removed. Trees and plants are removed. Their root systems no longer hold soil in place. Heavy rain falls, moving into spaces in and under the loose soil. The slope becomes unstable. The soil moves downward under gravity's pull. A landslide occurs. How can a flood cause a road to collapse? Floodwaters erode soil quickly. They are strong enough to erode the soil under roads, causing them to collapse. Landslides and floods are most likely to occur in A. Only coastal. Do you think building roads next to a river is safe in areas that don't normally get a lot of rain? Write about it. Include facts to back up your opinion.